More Than Words by Extreme. Before we dig into a full tutorial of this song, I just wanted to cover 5 techniques you should have down before attempting this song to check it's at your level and to make sure you've got the skills to be able to play it. Starting off with this thumb tap. This is the signature move of the song. We get this tap by hitting string 6, perhaps string 5 as well, with just the thumb onto the highest frets that your guitar neck has. Now we can do that by having your thumb over the sound hole to still pluck well, but that's how we get this kind of sweet tap that this song is known for. We don't need to lay down all the full hand to get the sound. We want to get string 6, hitting these highest frets here. That will get you the tap that you're after. When that thumb goes down, we then want to have fingers 1, 2 and 3 resting on either strings 1, 2 and 3 or occasionally 2, 3 and 4 at this same time in one move. So we've got to get the thumb tap and these fingers resting here like that. And a good test of that is to pluck together, tap with the thumb, fingers go down, ready underneath strings 1, 2 and 3. That's the technique. That's the technique we need to get down to be able to play this song. That's 2 tips. Tip number 3 is about the rhythm. Most of these strums are on the offbeat, so on the ands. For example, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So make sure you're comfortable with these offbeats, kind of reggae style strumming actually, which we've looked at in my tutorials for Jason Mraz, I'm Yours, and many other songs in the past. 4th tip, be aware that the chord can remain the same, but the root note's going to change. So the thinner 3 strings stays the same. For the G chord, a G over B is the same, but without the root, and then the root note changes to a C note, and it's a C add 9, but the thinnest 3 strings stayed the same. We've got sus chords and 7th chords. The only challenging chords in this are a B minor 7, which you could make easier just by playing the thinner 4 strings or the middle 3 strings. You don't have to play the full bar. A C minor, which we ideally do want from string 5 to string 1. And then the most beautiful chord progression in this song. This chord is a D7 moved up 3 frets, making it a D7 flat 9. Beautiful chord, really easy to play. And finally, with this song and any other fingerstyle songs like it, you're probably going to go through a cycle of learning this as authentically as you can and using the tab, which I'll link to in the description below. But then you've got to try and get through the song. You've got to try and make it your own. How do you play it? And I encourage you to follow that. Play this how you play it. Here's how I play it. I'll give you a quick demo of that, full play along towards the end of the video, and then we'll go for a full tutorial of this song. So the chords of the intro, the verses, and the majority of this song are the G major, G over B, which is a G major but without string 6, so the root note is the B, C add 9, A minor 7, C major, D to a D sus 4, and I'm tuned down by half a step, so I'm in E flat tuning, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. So this G sounds like an F sharp, but it's guitar, key of G. This first pattern, as discussed, is thumb, offbeat, tap. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for the first bar. 1 and 2 and 3 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 would take us to bar 3. And from there, finishing off bar 3. So that's a little A minor 7, little finger to open. C major, change your fingers to the middle 4 strings for the C major, then back to, actually to the thinnest 4 strings. And we're on this section here. So this is C, C, tap, D, sus4, tap, G. From the top, 2, 3, 4. Super slow one last time. 2, 3, 4. That takes us to the intro and the first half of the verse. I've been following tab there. I'll link to that tab below. That's why I've got my specs on. The next chord is going to be an E minor, so we're going from the E minor section, second half of the verse. Chords for this section: E minor, A minor 7, D major, G, D over F sharp. It's actually a D sus2 over F sharp, but just D over F sharp is how it's written. E minor. This goes over the lyrics. If you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. And then we get to the chorus. So for this section, if you only knew. Same move as the first line of the song. We're still doing that when we play an A minor 7 pretty much every time, from memory every time. Then we get to the chorus. More than words is all you have to. Plays a little bit of the melody there. And then a G7 for the first time in the song. Do to make it real. C minor is the bar chord. Wouldn't have to say. You struggle with this bar chord, just don't play it as a full bar. Play the thinnest 4 strings. And like that, and that would do fine, but wouldn't have to say. Brief rundown to G over F sharp, that you love me, 'cause I don't. A minor 7, D7, and then we're into more repetition. So here's that chorus again, broken down. From If You Only Knew How Easy. Chorus 2, 3, 4. Now we're into the bridge section. Based on the verse, this is What Would You Do? It's that twice. This is G, G over B, G, G over B. What would you do? D over F sharp, but it is actually a sus2, so no major third. E minor, B minor 7, again easier option, just bar it. With the thinner strings, just play the thinner strings, or this is a B minor 7 in open chord version. First finger, middle finger, third finger. Really good one to know about. C major, A minor 7, D we've done already. Slow playthrough of the bridge. 2, 3, 4. All that happens again. Play through of the second half of that bridge. What would you say over those lyrics? 2, 3, 4. Then it's a repetition of the intro, but finishing on the second repetition of the chord progression with a strum of A minor 7, D7, and 2 hits. So this is section D, 2, 3, 4, otherwise known as la-di-da-da, that section. Strum, D7, tap there, tap there, tap there, entirely up to you, whichever sounds best. Verse 2 is the same as verse 1. The end of chorus 2 is a little different. This is where we have the strums of D7 and the D7 flattened 9, kind of a diminished chord idea happening there, really cool. That section goes like this. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. Stepping straight back into the bridge, so bridge 2. The B minor section C. More than words to know you feel that your love for me is real. That all happens again. Would you do this torn into, then you couldn't make things new just by saying I love you. And that is the final line of the song. Finishing on a G major. Let me show you how I would play that, just playing this normally so that you can jam along to it. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, what are the songs you'd like to see, how you get on with it. Let us know down there, and I'll see you next time.